Hi and welcome back to another behind the scenes video here at St. Bon's. So this week we're going to go behind the scenes of what life is like for a cat owner. So I saw a joke a while ago that said in ancient Egypt cats were revered as gods and they've never forgotten. And I think that's true. Cats, they say cats do not have owners, they have like slaves. And I have to be honest, sometimes it is a bit like that, it really is. But he's so cool, my cat, Max. Maybe you've seen some posts about Max on our different social media. But Max has been a great gift in my life, tremendous gift. I received him, I think 6 years ago now. When he was a little kitten, tiny little kitten, and he was going off to the rescue home. And we had some parishioners in the parish I was in, and they said, we've got this cat who's going to go off to the rescue home. We're fostering the cat at the moment. Would you like the cat? Because by the time he gets to the cat rescue, they may not let you have him because you live near a road and everything. So I was like, well, I'd had 2 cats already, Ruby and Gus. And Ruby and Gus, Ruby had moved in with a neighbour, unbelievable. And Gus actually had moved out as well. He'd moved in with someone else and very sadly got run over not long after being with that person. So my first experience with kittens was they were amazing, but they just were feral cats and decided they didn't want to hang around in my house. So anyway, I thought I don't want another kitten. I really don't want another kitten. That's really hard work. But I thought, well, I'll go and look at the cat anyway. I'll go and look. And I went to look, and of course, he was absolutely adorable. And I came home and I prayed. I really, very clearly felt God saying, take the cat, really strong. And I thought, well, I don't really want a kitten, but here I am sensing God really wanting me to take the kitten, so I'll take the kitten. And I did. And he has been just the most tremendous blessing ever since. So I thought I'd do a bit of behind the scenes of what it involves looking after a cat, and then show you Max, and maybe I might try and get feeding him on camera. Quite complicated. I think pet photography is a very complicated thing. I'm no expert at photography or pet photography, so we'll see what we can do with Max a bit later on. So, number 1 item is the cat food. Now I've got the cat food here. So, Max eats Felix cat food. Now don't ask me why. I don't know why he eats Felix. And you might think, well, he's just a cat and he'll eat whatever you give him. No, that is not the case. He will not eat whatever I give him. So, I tried to move him onto Aldi cat food, and it just did not work at all. He can't read the labels. He doesn't know the difference between shops. But whatever's in that Aldi cat food, probably a lack of sugar. I think apparently they put loads of sugar in this stuff. It's like McDonald's for cats, basically. And Max goes mad for this stuff. So the Aldi stuff is out the window. I think other brands, dare I mention their names, one's about the things that come out the cat's face, the hairs. They don't have as much protein in their food. And what's the other make? There's another make that I bought and they don't have as much. That one with the grey cat on the advertising. And again, they don't have as much protein in the food. So this has got a higher protein content, but probably also a higher sugar content, I reckon. Anyway, Max used to have dry food and wet food, and got quite chubby on it, so he just used to eat all the dry food, then I give him the wet food, and the vet suggested I just give him the wet food. So that's what I do at the moment. He's on wet food. I'm sure there's some cat lovers out there with some definite ideas on whether you should give your cats just wet food, just dry food, or a mix of both. Love to hear from you. At the moment, Max is on 4 a day. And that's been not 4 boxes, by the way, 4 little pouches. Because in this box, if you open the box, there are these little pouches. And absolutely delicious. This is, what is this? I don't know, it's got something in salmon. It's got saithe and salmon. I've never even heard of that fish at all. What else is in here? Herring and trout. And here he is. I don't know if you can hear him. He's come in with a little, he can hear his cat food being opened. That's what it is. And it's feeding time. So that's what's going on there. So yeah, he gets 4 of those a day. He was on 3 a day because he wasn't going out. But now he started going out at night, hunting and whatever he's doing. He comes back quite hungry. So he gets 4 of these a day. And I can assure you, he lets me know when it's time for his food. He has 1 in the morning, or maybe 2, 1 at lunchtime. He knows it's lunchtime somehow. And then at 5 o'clock, he knows it's 5 o'clock. Don't know how he knows that, but he just knows at 5 o'clock every day, he starts meowing for food. Remarkable. So he's on this. This is the key component. And then another key component for cats is the cat litter. So the good thing, so I'm giving him more food, which is a bit of a pain because that obviously costs more because he's going out and eating more. But the good side is he's using less cat litter because he's going out and he's probably pooping in someone's garden, which is fantastic for me. So I buy this cat litter and it's called like Bio-Catalet or something. I don't know how you pronounce it. I used to think it was French. It was like Bio-Catalet, but it's not at all French. I've looked on the thing. It's made in England. So I don't know where I got that idea from that I was giving him French cat litter. But basically this is made of recycled paper. And I kind of felt better about using this. It doesn't smell bad like some of them. The wood pellets kind of have a real smell to them. The clumping stuff, never been a big fan of it. So this kind of recycled paper is pretty cool. So that's another key component if you're looking after a cat. Now the next component of stuff you need to own a cat, this is a bit gross. So if you do have a delicate disposition, I would just recommend you turn away for a couple of minutes. This is most pet owners' like lifeline, godsend. It's Dr. Beckman carpet stain remover. Now, those of you who don't own pets may think this is a bit of a gross moment, but Max unfortunately has a bit of a propensity to throw up. It's a bit annoying. He gets a bit excited with his food, eats too much food, and then sort of regurgitates it relatively quickly. So I know he's not feeling sick, it's just some problem he's got. And of course I need to go and get the Dr. Beckman. I need a lot more than Dr. Beckman's. I need to get like towels and gloves and everything, a bit gross. But then I get the Dr. Beckman's out and it does an amazing, amazing job. So if you see this in the supermarket and you wonder why it's in the supermarket, I mean, who needs stain remover for their carpet? Maybe you should knock over your red wine. How many people do that very often? It's for pet owners whose pets, mess up their carpets. He is cute and adorable. He's just gone past again. I'm going to see if I can catch him a minute. He's not really susceptible to being caught and held. So let me just see if I can get him and see if he will come into the camera for a second. You there? I have you a minute. Can we have you for the camera? Oh, good boy. So I managed to get hold of him. Here we are, just so you can have a close look. There he is, isn't he adorable? Absolutely adorable. Apart from when he throws up, obviously. But he is super cute. And it is feeding time, so I'm going to try and do a shot of feeding Max so you can see. Now, I haven't cleaned up for any of this today. My house is a real mess, so don't judge me on what you see. Please don't judge me. But there we are. There's Max. Let's go and get him fed now. So I'm just going to walk through so you're going to see all my house here. So it's a bit of a mess, I'm a bit of a clear out at the moment. So going into the kitchen where Max is fed, you can see Max is feeding stuff over there. So I'm now going to get out his cat food and feed him. So here we are with the Felix cat food, and I'm just going to see, Max was a bit scared of the tripod. I'm just going to see if the Felix cat food will tempt him. He's a bit of a salmon fan, so I'm going to give him one with salmon in, and let's see if he'll eat the food. Call a happy cat. Yeah, so that's Max eating. Here we go, behind the scenes. So that concludes behind the scenes this week. Behind the scenes with Max. Max eating, Max being cute, Max being not so cute. But I have to say, he's been the best gift ever, and he is just such a great joy to have around the house. He's such fun. Yeah, a real gift from God, my cat, and I'm really, really happy and really, really grateful.